vlog again. Just can't wait to do a vlog again. The life I love is making vlogs for my friends, and I can't wait to do a vlog again. Doing a vlog again. Going places that I've never been. Seeing things that I may never see again. And I can't wait to do a vlog again. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Top Vloggers. As always, I am High and Mighty Joe, hanging out with the lovely cat. We are here in beautiful Los Angeles, California. As always, we have a wonderful vlog set for you today. We are headed to the Mama's family house, and we'll see you there. Being an 80s kid, I love 80s television and 80s movies, and this right here is a dream for me. I hope it's a dream for you. We are seeing the Mama's family house for the very first time right here. Now in the intro you can see Mama coming out and dusting off the newspaper and walking back up the walkway and getting ready to walk into the up the steps and into the house. I'll show you that now. Now, Mama's Family originally aired on NBC in late January of 1983. After several time slot changes and a drop in the ratings, the network canceled it. They canceled the series. It was only 2 seasons long. NBC broadcast reruns until September of 1985. Now, during that original 2-year run, they had a different intro. I will show you parts of that now.
We are proud to present the latest adventures of that group of strolling players known as Mama's Family.
Now, they even had an intro to the intro, which I just showed you. And now I'll show you some of the other cast members that are not on the next one. Now, as I mentioned earlier, 2 years after its cancellation, the original series producer Joe Hamilton revived Mama's Family with the cast that we have come to know and love the most, which is Mama, Vinton, Naomi, Bubba, and Iola. So that is definitely something different. From the first 2 seasons to the last. Well, it ran for 3 seasons in syndication. So I can only imagine, that they could bring a show like this back today. As far as I know, all of the characters are still alive. So, we met Bubba at Whorehound a couple of years ago, and that was exciting, and that is the only cast member that we've ever met from this television show. But, yeah, definitely, like I said, they could definitely be bringing it back with all the reruns and things like that they're having now. That is definitely for sure. Now, even though this house is actually here in California, the show is actually set in the city of Raytown, which actress Vicki Lawrence later revealed was Raytown, Missouri, which is a suburb of Kansas City. So, one day I hope to go to Raytown, Missouri, the town that this was supposed to be based around and upon, and hopefully we'll do a vlog there as well. Now, a lot of people that may not know, who have seen the show, may not know that it originally started out as a skit on the Carol Burnett show, who played Eunice. Carol Burnett played Eunice, which was Mama's daughter, one of Mama's daughters. And there were so many classic episodes. I could go through a million of them. One of my personal favorites is when they go to Hawaii. I love that one. I love the one where Mama runs for mayor over Mayor Tutwiler. I mean, there's so many great episodes. Those are just two of my a few of my personal favorites. I love one of my personal favorites is right there is the window, and that's the tree that she would have presumably climbed up against and got into. Bubba's window was where the Keek escaped out of juvie and came to Bubba's house to see Bubba, and that would be that would be presumably, like I said, the tree then that she climbed up, and then that would have been Bubba's window, I would assume, because she would have went in one of those windows, so I assume it would have been the closest one to the tree. Then again, who knows? But I believe that may have been done on a, that was probably done on a soundstage anyway. As far as I know, I found some exterior shots, of them outside. I believe all of the outside shots of them outside the front of the house, was actually done on a soundstage. They just built like the front of this house basically, and then the outside. Don't hold me on that. I may be wrong, because it looks very similar. The outside on the television show and the outside that you see, of the house looks very similar. So I very well could be wrong. They very well could have filmed it, filmed those shots right out here in front of the house. But I don't believe they did. Like I said, I do believe all that was probably done on a soundstage. But the characters, like I said, that you would definitely had seen would have been Mama on the porch walking down and then walking back up with the newspaper. This would have been Iola's house. She was supposed to have lived right across the street. So technically this would have been her house right across the street. But yeah, this is it. Definitely the house of Mama, Vinton, Naomi, and Bubba. And for a time it was the home of Aunt Fran. And it was also the home of Buzz and Sonia. So, lots of different people who have apparently lived right here in this house. But like I said, Mama's Family, one of my favorites. What was your favorite thing about Mama's Family?
Too many to choose. It was such a good show.
Favorite character?
Mama.
I want to correct myself. Buzz and Sonia and Aunt Fran would not have lived here. They would have lived in the other house that was in the original opening credits, because when they jumped from network to syndication, as I told you, several changes came. Obviously, the departing of some of the cast members and the adding of some of the new ones. The subtle twerks in the in the opening credits, but the original Harper home was a smaller home, and the title graphic was originally pink, which was switched to yellow. But yeah. So Buzz and Sonia and Vinton and Mama and Aunt Fran would have lived in the other house, and then this would be the house that the cast of Bubba, Naomi, Vinton, and Mama would live in, and then of course Iowa across the street. Now they've done a lot of different strange things with this show. Ken Berry, the guy who played Vinton on this version of Mama's Family, also played another son on Mama's Family. Also, before there was Mama's Family, the television show, there was a Mama's Family TV movie about the Harper family in which Mama dies at the end. And so that's, you know, obviously been really weird, and I've seen that, and that's kind of odd too. So lots of odd, different things about Mama's Family. But like I said, this is definitely the Mama's Family house. I have to admit, I love this place. This is a treasure for me, and I am glad to be able to bring this to you. Now, I will be the first one to admit that I am a little too young to remember watching the Carol Burnett show when it originally aired, but I caught up with it in syndication, and I guess most of that was because of my love for Mama's Family that I would see on the television as a child. I sure did enjoy this show. It reminded me a lot of my mama. My mama was a lot like Vicki Lawrence. She was a wonderful woman, and we all loved her. And just like Vicki Lawrence, she would have done anything for anybody that she could have. And she was always there to lend a helping hand. And she loved you. And when you were down and out, she was there to help pick you back up. And if I don't stop talking about Mama, I'm gonna start crying. So just wanted to say, great to see this house. Well, I think that's gonna do it for us here today from Mama's house. As always, I am High and Mighty Joe, hanging out with the lovely cat. I have really enjoyed bringing this vlog to you. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is one of my favorites. Of course, I do so many great vlogs. It's hard to say which one is my favorite, but this one definitely means a lot to me. Don't forget to join us on Patreon at patreon.com/thetopvlogers. If you too would like to help support us, you can help us reach the top by supporting us and letting us go to places like this and even more places. We are also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Top Vloggers. You can find us there. And as always, until next time, Top Vloggers!